Welcome to My Sister's Budget. We want to spend a few minutes today to talk to you about transactions within My Sister's Budget. First thing we'll show you is that you can access a new transaction in 4 places. First place, in the category summary on this right-hand side of the screen, you click on this little button here, which is consistent throughout the budget on this home screen. You can see a new transaction pops up. We can also do it here under the account summary on the left-hand side, new transaction. On the toolbar, new transaction, and also under the transaction menu up here. We'll go ahead and pull up a new transaction and let you know how this is to be done. Let's say we wanted to go ahead and enter a date of December 21st, and we'll say it was 2010 that we wanted to go ahead and have that transaction done. We have options here in typical drop-down fashion. We're going to go ahead and have a debit. We're going to pay to Walmart, since most of America shops at Walmart and all of our money goes there. Let's say the amount was 120, and we'll pull up the category, as that's key in My Sister's Budget to assign that somewhere. You'll notice the categories here have the current balance in the categories, so you can see if a category has enough or not enough, and if it doesn't have enough, how far you're going to go in the negative. We're going to put clothing here and say we bought some shirts. We're going to go ahead and add that transaction. It was updated. The new transaction menu stays up in case we'd like to do another one. We're going to go ahead and move on. There are 2 types of transactions. The one I just showed you, which is a single category transaction, and the second one we want to show is a more complex. Let's say we went to Walmart again, and it was on December 21st, 2010. We're going to make that a debit, and we're going to pay it to Walmart. Let's say it was $200, but let's say we went and we bought some things from several different categories. We may have bought some food, we may have bought some clothes. We're going to select this split 2 or more categories here, and you'll notice the screen drops down and gives us a chance to break out some detail. The first thing we'll do is pick the first category where the transaction came from. We'll start with clothing. Let's say we bought some pants for a son, and those pants cost $30. We're going to put that in, split them out, and we're going to hit add. You'll notice that the transaction now, we show the negative 30 for the pants. Down below this remaining, you can see that we have 170 left to allocate. So we're going to go ahead and choose another one. Let's say that Daniel got some new shoes, and we're going to have him pay for them, and those shoes were $40. We're going to click add, and you can see our remaining down to 130. The last amount we're going to say went to groceries, and we'll just put that in here. And the split amount, the balance went to groceries. We'll click add, and you'll notice that we have nothing remaining to allocate, and we're able to click add into our transaction. If we cancel out of that, this is one of the keys to My Sister's Budget. As we go to a store, we can still allocate money in our budget from the categories where we wanted to do. Now we're going to find those transactions that we just did and show you also a couple of things you can do. We can edit our transactions. If you notice here, we see the transaction. What I'll do is highlight this transaction in here and go up to our menu, and you can see this button up here with the pencil on it. If we click edit, it will pull that up. We can make any changes we want and click update, and those changes will be made for us. We can also highlight a transaction and click on delete, which we may or may not want to do. A warning comes up and we can do what we want. We can either delete it or we can leave it as it is. One last thing I would show you, that for new transactions as you do them, this autofill feature, right now it's on. If you look at it again, now it's on now. If I click it again, it will turn it off, and that's a preference. You can do what you want with that as you're filling in your transactions. This is just one way that My Sister's Budget helps us. We can make sure as we do transactions, we pull them from the categories, and we stay within our allotted budget for that category. Thank you for taking some time to listen to this tutorial. If you have any further questions, please visit our website at www.mysistersbudget.com.